So, March 20th saw the release of something which you seem to really love, man, the Divergent series.
Oh, yeah,
This
man.
one was Insurgent, the second one.
Yeah, did you see Insurgent this year?
It really did not look like a movie that would appeal to me.
Talk about it. You're the one who really enjoyed it. So
It's a guilty pleasure of mine, man.
I'm a fan of Divergent. I'm a fan of Insurgent.
Another one.
I can't wait for, what's the other one?
The new one, yeah.
Thingy-Vergent.
Whatever
urgent it is, I'm in.
What is it that you like about these? Because I haven't been convinced. I don't hate them, but I haven't been really won over that I actually really care.
Do you know what?
Is it her?
Shailene Woodley. She's a very, very, very good actress, man. I really like some of the films that she did.
Even in this?
Yeah, you know what? I just didn't mind her. Something about her in the Divergent series that just kind of fulfills me. I know it's not the greatest movie, but nor is Twilight. But
it's better than Twilight. I'll give it that. It's way better than Twilight.
Right.
But it's not as good as Hunger Games.
Okay, but no, it's not. But you agree that for some reason you have no problem in sitting down watching the Twilight film because he gave them to me, and now he's complaining about this. This is good.
I don't know.
But the film that you gave, you started me off on the Twilight books.
No.
The movies.
Never happened. It never happened.
You gave me the
It never
audio
happens.
books.
So what else came out this year?
It's better than Hunger Games in my eyes.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah,
Interesting.
Hunger Games is like, you know, it looks spectacular. They're giving it a great budget because of how well it's done. But I find the Divergent stuff a lot better and a lot more action and a lot more involving and a lot more progressive. That's just me though.
Might be worth a second look, man. And Shailene Woodley doesn't hurt. I like her. She's a likeable actress.
Yeah, it's very something. Girl next door, you looks like you would be quite filth.
Yeah.
Just saying.
So in May 27th, there was Get Hard. Will Ferrell and Kevin Hart. A little comedy, which should have been a guaranteed hit. Those two together should have been a guaranteed thumbs up. But it just wasn't. Did you see it?
I didn't see it, but what it looked like to me was that all the jokes were in the trailer.
Pretty much, yeah, they were. It really wasn't a great film. Like, I love Will Ferrell, and I'm one of these people who can tolerate. I'm one of these people who can tolerate Kevin Hart. Like, I don't mind his stick, even though he does the same thing every film. I don't mind it. But it just didn't work in this. I don't know whether it was just the story wasn't that compelling or it just jokes didn't really hit. But it was a disappointment, man. It was a real shame.
It was an alright film. But again, we forgot the Reading Ringers. But yeah, it was an alright film. My whole thing is, you know what, like, it's a bit controversial, but they play on too many black stereotypes, and it's like, no.
That's Hart's own fault, man. He invites that shit. No one
just because you have a black person in your movies don't mean you have to.
Dude, he co-produces everything he does, so that's all gonna be his idea. He knows what he's doing. He's shucking and jiving for the audience.
Yeah, you know.
You said that you're getting off the Will Ferrell train. So
Come on,
His movie, like, basically his movies are all the same. He just acts like an idiot, and you know, I used to love that sort of stuff, but it's like you say, you watch the trailer and everything is in the trailer now. It's like you don't need to watch the film.
So you don't want to see Daddy's Home next year? You've seen the trailer for that?
It's got Mark Wahlberg in it.
Yeah.
So you know that might be enough to, like, because you know he's generally quite likable, so you might keep it in balance.
See,
that's weird because I find Will Ferrell likable and I'm starting to find Mark Wahlberg unlikable.
He is likable. It's just his level of stupidity is just getting higher and higher.
I don't mind it. I think that this is the thing. When he plays one of these characters, he does it so well and it's so funny.
Let's skip to April 3rd. I saw the release of by the general public, the much loved, by us, if you saw our review, not so much, Vin Diesel's This Is Family movie. It's all about family. Furious 7.
Oh my goodness. Did you see that one?
You know, the last Fast and Furious movie I saw was number 3.
Oh, did you? You saw that in Spain, didn't you?
Tokyo Drift.
No, I saw that by myself at home.
Tokyo Drift was the last one you saw.
That was the last one I saw.
Wow. Can't speak on it.
Shit. Moving on.
Yeah, disappointing for us,
I
man.
think it was pants. They've become superheroes instead of
That's the problem.
street racers who
That's the problem.
get themselves in sticky situations.
That's the problem.
And Vin Diesel can drop from a freaking cliff, and I keep saying this, and just walk away with a kink in her neck. You know, when you go back to Fast and Furious, the original, that dude got mashed up even in a simple car crash, rolling over. He was bleeding, he was bruised, he was limping, he could have died. It was real.
For a movie.
You might as well have like gave freaking Paul Walker wings in that movie. Just
I wouldn't.
just make it into Saints Row or something.
I would not surprise me if
Sucked.
they did that shit, man.
Sucked.
Would not surprise me. You're right.
Sucked.
It's gone too far in the cartoony comic book realm. Freaking Diesel is lifting cars now. He's picking up, they need to get under the car to fix it. Don't worry, I got this. Lifts him up. They're flying cars from building to building.
Yeah, I have to agree. It's one of the films that I was seriously looking forward to, and we know a guy who's hugely into the Fast and Furious franchise, and we both came back so disappointed.
They're trying to be Marvel heroes.
Yeah,
Rather than
that's
street
But,
Yeah,
but the
races.
thing is, like the longer a franchise goes on, the less money it makes. But these things are just making money hand over
More
fist.
money. Yeah, this was one of the $1 billion movies of. I think you were saying that this was one of 3.
3 Universal movies this year to make $1 billion.
Yeah, this Jurassic World
and Minions.
and Minions. Amazingly.
Yeah, and it's crazy because where is this going to stop and when is it going to come to an end? And unfortunately, it won't.
Yeah,
as long as he has freaking control.
Yeah, the more power he gets, the crazier these films will come.
I've heard that a Bollywood actress is going to be in the next one.
I wouldn't be surprised. That's how you guarantee it a bigger audience.
Yeah.
Bring in Bollywood, and then the next one you bring in a Chinese actress, even bigger. You just can't lose. You can't lose. April 10th.
Sucked. It continued all the way through to April 10th. It sucked.
Saw the release of Ex Machina. One of my favourite films of the year.
It was an interesting film. It was way arty. I mean, I must say, it was a very arty movie.
Commoner. Ex Machina. This was the official release. It came out. I'm pretty sure we did see it earlier.
Yeah, we saw it earlier.
I think this is the American release date. I think it came out a lot later than we got it.
Yeah, so we got it in January.
Yeah, we got it right at the beginning of the year. But
Yeah.
yeah, I love that film. I really enjoyed it.
One of the finest movies this year. I reckon.
Oh, you saw it?
I did see this.
Holy shit.
It was recommended to me by somebody I work with. They said it will freak you out. I watched it and I loved every minute of it.
Did you put yourself in the place of that main actor and question whether you would have fallen in love with her?
I didn't even go down that road. I was like, I was getting freaked out. It's like, is that guy, is he a robot as well? You know,
That's
there was
what I
so
thought
many
it would
things
be.
were going on in that film.
I was pretty sure Donald Gleason was a machine. I think that was what they gave away in the trailer, but it wasn't. It turned out that wasn't the case.
It was fulfilling on so many levels, man. I remember walking out that cinema and I said to myself, that film is going to be, without a doubt, one of the best films of this year.
Yeah.
And it's ranked super high for me.
It's not a film that's going to resonate with everyone. It's a very indie, very, very well cinema type of movie. And there wasn't a lot going on, but the story it told I thought was great. It was interesting.
It was all up
You
here. There
know,
was
falling
plenty.
in love with machines,
There
and the
was plenty
machines
going
is
on.
lying to you, AI. Yeah, the machine was bangable, dude. But it's like, look, you have to pause a second and think. It would be like banging Bruce Jenner, bruv. Come on, man.
Oh, no. You cannot compare Alyssa Vikander,
A machine.
fine ass chick that she is,
A machine.
to the dude.
And the ending was just so creepy.
Yeah.
Like, she went from this sweet little robot girl that you could have easily have fallen in love with to this cold-hearted, creepy looking thing.
But it opens up, and the one final thoughts on this is that what it did for me is that it left me constantly, like you said, questioning what would I have done in that situation. Hell, I was fucking dreaming about this stuff. What would I have done? And I love films like that leave thoughts behind to you know.
And don't forget Oscar Isaac. Yes, that he needs an honorary mention for just being damn creepy as the guy that was making and building these machines.
Yeah, especially that dancing.
Yeah. And Donald Gleason, man, he's had a hell of a year. Like, we'll get into it, but he did this. He had The Revenant. He had the Brooklyn, and he had Star Wars. Like, that guy had a hell of a year. Everyone talks about Tom Hardy reinventing himself with each role he does, but Donald Gleason, man, you barely recognize him with each film he does. He's one of those guys. I like him. A lot of fun. I enjoyed it, man. That's one of my favourites of the year. Did you ever see Child 44?
Yes, I did.
Oh, April 17th. Okay, I never saw this. Was it
I
good?
enjoyed Child 44.
Another Tom Hardy.
Yeah.
World War II.
World War II. Him and
Yumi Rapace.
brilliant film. I love these epic films that are like really epic dramas and bios, and I have to say I enjoy Child 44.
But you look like you look hesitant.
Again, it's just something that's not going to appeal to everybody.
Yeah,
You know, I like these deep stories, but sometimes they get a little too deep.
a lot of mixed reviews. Break down the basic story of it. It's
Basically,
truncated. You can get it.
he falls in love with some chick, but it's more to do with his background. He was adopted by some sergeant, captain, lieutenant, whatever, from the Nazi side, who kind of raised him up in that way, made him head of the army. But he was a compassionate dude, and then afterwards kills one of the officers, shoots one of the officers.
Give away the whole
freaking
story
way-
for the people.
Stand way up and break it down. And he gets demoted into some crappy little camp, and yeah, a whole load of crap. But yeah, it was a good film.
In April 24, we saw the release of Age of Adeline. I kind of enjoyed it. I ain't even gonna lie. Hands up.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Blake
enjoyed
Lively.
it as well.
Blake Lively, beautiful, gorgeous. It's a heartwarming story, but entertaining.
Yeah, no, that night I was looking for a time travel film. I really wanted to watch a time travel film. This came up in my search, and I was like, oh, this sounds really interesting.
Even though it's not really.
It's not. It's just kind of like another kind of twist on it. Kind of got tagged to that. Very enjoyable.
Yeah, well, it was a nice story. Nice little kind of a. What was he, like a romance drama type?
I think it is that more than the fact that she never ages. And there was a beautiful cameo. Well, not a cameo, but like a surprise actor in that film. That suddenly pops up halfway. Harrison Ford.
Oh.
No, he's in the trailer.
I hadn't seen the trailer.
Oh.
I literally read the synopsis and thought, I'm going to watch this.
Now, well, that's basically for those who don't know. You have this woman who was born in, I think, 30s or 40s.
Yeah, something like that, yeah. No, I think it was earlier than that. I think it was like 20s.
Yeah. She gets in a car crash, hit by lightning while, drowning in the car. But she ends up escaping. But as a result of this bolt of lightning that's hit her, she realises that she doesn't age. She has a daughter. She ages past the daughter. She just stays young. Played by Blake Lively. What a body to stay in looking young. God damn it. So basically, she has to deal with the fact that she's watching everyone she knows and loves die. She can't get into relationships because they eventually die. It was a nice little film.
Yeah.
What impressed me was the guy who played the young Harrison Ford.
Yes, yeah, he was very good. Yeah. You kind of think that if you could live forever and never age, it would be great.
Then you realise that
it was
how
not so
lonely
great
it
for
would
her.
be.
Yeah.
See, you guys are fuckers because I wanted to watch this
Wait.
and no one wanted to take me to watch this at the cinema.
Take yourself.
That one next time. I really wanted to watch this film. And you said no because it's a film with a load of like chicks and stuff like that.
I never
just
said
don't
that.
want to watch it.
I
at the
never said
cinema.
that. I never said that.
Like Alzheimer's, forgetting everything now.
One word.
What?
Netflix.
Okay.
You could have watched it.
Is it Netflix? Okay.
Monsters Dark Content came out that same week as well.
Which one?
That was disappointing. Monsters, the Dark Content, the sequel to the old sort of couple of years
Was it a
ago.
horror film?
No, it's about like a monster movie. The first one was just monsters, about some guy escorting this woman, trying to get her back home to her father, and like it takes place in a world where these alien monsters have taken over like Central and North South America, all this shit, and it was a really good small indie movie. The guy made it with like pennies. It's fucking amazing, and they decided to make a friggin' sequel, bring in armies and putting a bit more money into it, and it was rubbish. All right, now we get into proper blockbuster season. Fast and Furious aside, May the 1st saw the release of Avengers: Age of Ultron.
I loved it.
I've got to jump in here and just say, I on the first take, I made a really bad call after watching that film.
Oh, you insulted me. You insulted me.
I apologize.
Changing my mind.
I apologize. I apologize.
Well, let's just say that in that first review that we did 2 reviews for this. First one was with you on my first viewing. You loved it.
I loved it.
I liked it, but I wasn't in love with it. But then the second time I watched it, then I loved it.
And I didn't like it.
But now I don't love it as much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I loved it. Anything with them X-Men and Captain America and I'm a fan, especially the Hulk.
Do you feel it lived up to expectations though? Because
I didn't have any.
Oh, you went in as a blank slate.
Yeah, because to be fair, as much as people loved the first Avengers, I don't think it was that great a film.
So you prefer the second one over the first still?
I like the second one. I think it built up on it nicely.
The first time I watched it, I walked away very disappointed, thinking this was a mess.
But then, wait,
and then when I saw it a second time.
But why did you?
That's
Why
what
did you?
embarrassed me.
No, but there was a different reason for Mo. Who wasn't there?
The first time I went with it, I went with a very nice young lady who I may have been concentrating on more than watching the film. Second time I went to see it, focus was on the film, and I really enjoyed it.
So why did you go a second time?
Never. This is advice to all the males watching. Never take. I'm sorry, ladies, if you're watching this, but this is purely for the guys. Never take a girl to the cinema for a film you actually want to watch. Like, don't get me wrong, it's not a terrible movie. I'm not gonna sit here and say it was garbage. It was still an entertaining movie, but it just didn't make good on the promises that of the last Avengers movie. And that's mainly because they had to set up so much. It's like they were concentrating too much on what comes after rather than concentrating on that movie itself, on telling that complete story. It was too busy trying to set up all these other things.
May the 8th. You saw Maggie in it, the Arnold Schwarzenegger zombie. His daughter turns into a zombie. Tell me about that. Let the people know. If you saw the trailer, this was supposed to be his acting tour de force. Like, oh my god, Arnie can act.
When you watch the film, he actually sucks.
Really?
He sucks. The film itself was a bit sucky as well. It was just like, wow.
Trailers made it look so good.
I know, and it almost like he has a lot of dialogue almost, but no, Maggie sucked. It sucked balls.
So Arnie couldn't do what Sylvester Stallone's able to do, and when it matters, really pull out a performance that makes you think, geez, someone should give him an award for this shit.
To be like, put you in the loop. Yesterday I rewatched Rambo, and I realised it was such a pointless film. But I have to say, Sylvester Stallone is so sick. He was freaking awesome. But I haven't watched it since I was actually a child, and I was like, wow, this actually was pointless. Like, what was the point of these actions?
He just came back, felt alienated from society, and decided to go in the woods
and relive it.
Be less alone. May the 15th saw the release of Mad Max Fury Road, Pitch Perfect 2. Slow West, Good Kill.
Good Kill, oh my days.
Did you like that?
I loved it. I loved Good Kill. Freaking awesome.
Ethan
Hawke again.
The hit and miss Ethan Hawke.
Nah, it was such a good film. That would be my top out of that list.
What?
Yes, it actually would be. Mad Max wins for most beautiful cinematic picture. Cinematography. But the film was fucking pointless.
No.
Let's go that way.
No.
No. Let's go back that way. No. Let's.
No matter what you say about Mad Max, it's just not enough. I remember doing a separate review on the first take. Do you remember?
Yeah, you did one because I couldn't do it the weekend it came out.
So I saw it for the first opening night, and I thought it was just fucking amazing. You know what? It was so great that I could just right now just switch on the TV and check it out.
This was a film I actually didn't want to watch, and it was only because you guys dragged me along. I absolutely loved it. It was fantastic from start to finish. It is just a balls to the walls, mad, old school chase movie.
Yeah, that's it. It's old school, but it's still very modern in the way it's directed.
Yep.
He's never made anything like this before. This is a director that made the original Mad Max films and made Happy Bloody Feet. And he was responsible for making this beautiful piece of artwork.
Granted, the story is simple.
And he wasn't even the main character.
The story is simple, But it don't matter. It doesn't matter. It's about how it's presented. It's about how it makes you feel. It's about the thrill ride. And that's what it has.
It was a thrill ride till they got to that part where they turned around.
So?
And then afterwards, that just destroyed it for me. It was just like...
Revenant is a simple story on paper. He goes out, gets attacked by a wolf, by bears, people leave him for dead, and he has to go back. And then he comes back out again, looking for the other dude. Like, it's a simple journey film, but it's about how it makes you...
more sense.
It's about the performances and how it makes you feel.
Mad Max sucked.
No, it sucks. You're actually gonna go on record saying that Mad Max Fury Road sucked.
Mad Max Fury Road sucked. It's a 5, a 6 at best movie.
You disgust me.
Yeah, you got two awesome main characters. You got an amazing bad guy. You got these hot chicks. You got these amazing car chases, crashes. What more do you want?
Don't forget an honorary mention to the guy playing the guitar.
It was wicked. But yeah, it was really Charlize Theron's movie. She is the true lead of this movie, even though it's called Mad Max. Furiosa is the star of this. Okay. Then also in May there was a small little indie movie called Slow West. This was I think it's the perfect title for this movie because it really is a slow burn. But if you're in the mood to just chill back to watch a western that really engages, and if you're a Michael Fassbender fan, this is the movie for you. Basically, Michael Fassbender is a sort of a dodgy cowboy type who decides to escort this young, naive Irish boy who's trying to pursue his romantic interest, this lady who's gone from Ireland to America, and it's the shit they get into on the way. But yeah, check it out if you haven't seen it. It's a really nice little indie movie.
To Tomorrowland.
What was the point of Tomorrowland?
The first half of the movie was great. Loved it. And then it just kind of...
by the end of it was just like, what was going on? What's the point? What's the plot?
This whole thing about this girl and her decisions in her head could change the fate of the world just by her being convinced that things could be good would be enough to make things good because it would change the show. And it was
leading into it, everyone was so excited about the director, so excited about, it's a new George Clooney movie. There aren't that many of them around. He doesn't really make that many movies.
And that sort of film as well.
Yeah, and it looked amazing. It looked real amazing, but it just... I think the first half of the movie was.
Yeah, it just, as it continued, it just kept on going downhill. It just more or less, it kind of just decapitated itself by the end.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I'll echo that. I actually enjoyed it up until the end, so it kind of really did have like a very good first half and a poor conclusion.
Oh, did you? I didn't realise you saw it.
Yeah, I saw it with you guys.
Did you? Did he?
I don't remember.
Yes, I went with you guys to watch it. Yes.
I remember we saw it on too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. We hadn't left it out there.
Special mention must go to the child actress in this. She was extremely good.
The one with the creepy little relationship with her and George Clooney on won't they kiss at the end. That was part of...
I forgot. I completely forgot there was that.
May the 29th also saw the release of The Rock's San Andreas. A movie which looked really fun in the trailers. But
Oh my god.
the earthquake movie.
San Andreas, freaking hell.
moment of
The
silence.
good thing about that film is the daughter.
Oh my god.
The good thing about that film is the daughter's breasts. Let's just get that right. What was the good thing about that film, Ed?
Special effects.
What can you say about this film? It was just fucking pointless all the way through.
Boring.
June the 1st saw the release of the movie Entourage, the movie. You like it, you hate it. Not many people liked it, but I've met a few that loved it.
If you're a fan of the show, you will enjoy it. I'm not entirely sure you could go and watch it if you're not a fan, but I absolutely loved it. It was, sometimes they do a big screen movie of a show and it literally feels like they don't know what to do, where to go, and it's like a 2 or 3 episodes jammed together. This had a proper story, had so many cameos and so many laugh out loud moments.
pointless piece of fucking bollocks. It was just like, well, why not just give us another fucking season? It was shit. It was so shit. It was fucking shit.
You're the only person I've heard who liked it.
But you know what's crazy about that? My opinion's the only one that counts.
Like June the 5th saw the release of Insidious Chapter 3. Didn't see that because you're scared of cat. But you saw Spy.
I saw Spy. Spy was good.
Love Spy. I love Melissa McCarthy, man. A lot of people are sick of her stick, but I like it, man. I enjoy
it.
her.
A chubby woman with a sense of humour.
She's lost a shit ton of weight though, but you see her.
See, she shouldn't, because afterwards she will stop being cute and funny.
Yeah, but do you want to hear about having a heart attack? Trying to do some slapstick shit on a film set?
Yeah, she can wait. She can die later. Die while you're high. Not literally high, high in your career. I'm just saying.
June the 5th saw the release of a surprise hit.
Sorry. I was getting ready for your surprise here. I was gonna do something. I was gonna do something special. No, tell me the surprise hit first.
Oh, the surprise hit, something that we weren't really expecting to be good, but turned out to be really enjoyable. Spy, Melissa McCarthy, the comedy.
Yes, that was a lot of fun.
That was a good movie.
Are you saying a movie with Jason Statham and Melissa McCarthy was good?
Yes.
So you're looking forward to Ghostbusters because it's the same director that did this, that's doing Ghostbusters, and she's in it as well. Well, think of the pedigree. That, Spy.
I love the posters.
Bridesmaid. I didn't love the posters, you know.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was nice. It was like, it wasn't about focusing on the women. It was about the fucking Ghostbusters, the proton pack, the symbol. It was almost like Believe. But yeah, Bridesmaid, I loved Bridesmaids. I mean, I've watched that about 5 times already. You know,
that's what makes me
Spy was great. I think Jason Statham was probably the most annoying thing about that film.
Stole the show. Surprise hit.
It was just too much of that.
Surprise hit.
I like Melissa. I think she's really cool. The way she gels into her roles.
The roles.
You know I didn't mean that like that. The role that she plays, I just like her, man. I think she's freaking awesome.
Yeah, she's a lot of fun, man.
And again, Jason Statham tagging up with
He
her.
was wicked in this. He was a surprise. This complete cock up, sorry excuse for a spy who thinks he knows everything but doesn't know a damn thing and just keeps fucking up. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. It was the action was actually even pretty good in this.
Yeah.
Good action, laugh out loud.
Yeah, but that's the thing. We didn't really expect anything from this film.
And this is the director that's going to be making the new Ghostbusters. So
okay.
And she's in that as well. So that make you a little more hopeful that the next Ghostbusters is gonna be worth seeing next year.
No.
Okay then.
Right, June 12th. So the release of Jurassic World, Meet Earl and Dying Girl.
I can't wait to watch Me, Earl and the Dying
Still
Girl.
haven't watched that?
No, but I've heard good things.
Wolfpack came out that week as well, but I still haven't gotten around to that. There's so much.
So then you watched that.
Slip through the cracks. I will get to that.
But Jurassic World.
No one had much expectation going into that.
A lot of people love this film. I don't love this film.
But do you like it?
No.
At all? You completely hate it?
No, it was bollocks. And I actually sat in a cinema to watch this crap.
It was fucking awesome! One of the best action films of this year, as far as I'm concerned. It brought back so many memories as a kid, man. Getting beaten up in the cinema hall with kids throwing popcorn at me. I fucking love this movie.
Is that what happened to you?
Yeah. I went to watch it with Jamie. And we sat in the front of the cinema, and these white kids were throwing popcorn at us.
Again, you're going back to the whites, the race issue. What?
Well, they were white
This
kids.
be this continuing theme.
They were
with you.
kids.
Sorry, they were kids.
Exactly.
I apologize, they were kids. And then I grabbed one of them up in the toilets. And I said, no, not like that. I said, all right. I said to the guy, hey, what do you think you're doing? And he was cool. But it did bring back so many memories, and I love this film. Can you cut this out, Eddie?
You're saying it brings back memories. You have memories of grabbing kids in toilets at other films.
Can you edit this out? Oh, anyway, guys, on Boston.
It was like the whole training the raptors and it was just like, and the fucking chick running around in her heels the whole fucking time. It was just dumb. It was dumb. It was fucking dumb. I think it was just dumb.
Jurassic World.
Yeah,
It was dumb. That make a hell of a poster.
I didn't like it as much as people did, and it was just like, and so even in my forums when certain people were like, "Oh my god, it's so sick," and I was just like, I just thought, let me keep quiet, because you know what, people don't like my opinion sometimes, but I'm always right, and it was just dumb.
No.
And the part of the fucking T-Rex coming to save the freaking
classic T-Rex.
I'm not being funny. Your ass would have been eaten as well.
Not with the Raptor coming in for backup. That moment,
Raptor thing.
that moment with the call out. I can't even do the fucking call, but it just runs you.
It'll be interesting to see someone actually rear something as wild as a raptor. And
well, it's like crocodiles. You can't really train them.
No, because they will eat your ass.
There's certain instincts
it's
they have.
simple as that.
Mia and the Dying Girl. It's a really nice film. Really nice. One of those sort of feel good, sort of heartwarming, heartbreaking sort of movies.
Indie flicks, man.
But I'm a little annoyed that it kind of focused too much on that one kid.
What, the Dying Girl?
No.
Oh.
The boy.
Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Too much on him, and it was all kind of built up to be, what's his future going to be, and you don't really get into the black kid or I don't really want to get into. You can't really talk about it without giving too much away. It's a film you should see though.
Yeah, I've got it. It's there, ready to watch.
I just want to know what the other characters are going to fucking do with their lives, man. But I don't know. Right, June the 19th saw the release of Dope, another interesting indie flick.
Dope was freaking awesome until it got to the end, and you think to yourself, Jesus, I just sat here for 2 hours for you to state the fucking obvious.
I didn't like it as much as most people did.
It was stupid.
It got heralded as this
it was
great, awesome inner city coming of age movie.
Why is it people love things when it's like a black person, drugs, and a whole load of commotion?
Nah, it got lumped in with the same sort of Mia and the Dying Girl sort of thing. It wasn't just about because it was a black film.
For it to go through all of that just to give you that message at the end, it was pointless. Freaking-less.
I liked it, didn't love it.
Inside Out. Inside Out.
That was a nice film. You gotta give Pixar credit for thinking outside the box and not just doing the typical formulaic sort of kiddie stories. Like, that was a really out there movie conceptually. Really, and the fact that it deals with depression as well.
Yes.
That's something that you don't expect to see at a CG cartoon kid movie.
It makes me look forward to the animals being left at home.
Oh, Zoo. Oh, that
next
one.
year.
Is that Pixar?
Yeah, it is.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm like, boy, but I'm not. It's like, I don't want to see dogs talking.
Yeah, but there's always a bigger story that they ain't showing us, man. That's the thing. Pixar don't just do shit for
the sake of doing it.
They think this shit through.
Get me
except for when they're making Cars movies.
Get me.
They don't think those through. They just put that shit together, man. That's rubbish. I hate Cars films. I hate the Cars films. All of them. And Planes for that one as well.
I don't watch Planes, but that disrespect.
Cars is garbage. Garbage. Garbage.
Fuck me now, man.